What is going on, guys? Today I'm bringing you a brand new video, and this is two new sniping filters on FIFA 17. Now we have two of these and they're both very good trading methods. They're also investments, so you can trade with them, you can invest with them, and obviously you're going to snipe them in order to get them. So there's a bit of a 3-in-1, and then we also have two of them, so it's two different players we're going to be looking at. Now these are all basically, for me, I'm going to be using them as an investment. In general, you can just use them as a sniping filter off the bat and simply use them like that, but I personally am going to use them to invest because it's definitely a good way to use your coins. Now I haven't invested in the inform because I don't actually have the coins at the moment because I've been wasting them all on draft, which I'm actually not very good at anyway, but I like to just play around with the draft and make draft teams, so I don't have a huge amount of coins. But this guy is going for about 9.3k, and the reason he is an investment is because St. Patrick's Day. Now usually Northern Ireland isn't focused on as much as the Republic of Ireland when it comes to St. Patrick's Day. Obviously Republic of Ireland players are going to go up massively. I know there's going to be a tournament for Republic of Ireland, there'll probably be a FUT Champs requirement for the Republic of Ireland, and there'll also be an SBC. That's three things that people are going to need Republic of Ireland players for. Now I'm definitely going to be putting in Seamus Coleman. I'm going to be buying quite a lot of him in the next couple of days, and I'm also going to pick up a couple of Northern Ireland players. Now the Northern Ireland players aren't as likely to be involved in the SBCs, so do pick them up with caution, especially this guy, obviously 10k, roughly around that for him. So if you want to pick him up, make sure you are sniping him and not just picking him up normally, because if he doesn't go up you can then sell him on for a profit anyway, whereas if you are to just pick him up you might actually lose money. But with the Republic of Ireland players, it's actually much easier because you can pick up Seamus Coleman's 84 rated inform. I definitely wouldn't go for Hogan, just because he's a purple card, and if there is an SBC that does require maybe an inform, they're not going to accept the purple cards, which is the same of like when they ask for informs normally, they won't accept like a screen card or a man of the match card because it's not the same thing. So you're definitely going to want to pick up Seamus Coleman's lowest rated 84. There's also a keeper who is very cheap in the EFL championships. I'm just picking him up now, as you can see. It's really difficult to snipe him just because he's, you know, not really being used as much. Not many people are putting him up, and I've obviously recorded all of these videos quite late, so there's less people putting them up in England anyway, in UK. So obviously in America there might be a couple of people, in other countries there might be people, but I can't actually find any, so it seems that the market's a bit dead at that sort of later time. Now the final snipe we're going to be looking at is Seamus Coleman, and the reason we're looking at him is because he's pretty much the best Northern Ireland player. Obviously he has 2 informs, I think he might have 3, so don't take my word on it, but I'm pretty sure he has 2 informs. Obviously the 84 rated inform is going to be the one you'd want to be looking at because it's cheaper. I think it only goes for around 60k. It's not an expensive inform, and you could easily pick that up for an SBC, and it would be a very good investment because if there are informs required for an Irish SBC and then also a decent rating, you're going to need his inform because there's not very many high rated Irish players. Now obviously if they do use Northern Irish players as well, you can use legends on Xbox, but you know, no one's really going to put a legend into an SBC because that would be an insane thing to do because of the sheer amount that they cost. However, obviously as you can see, Seamus Coleman is a very easy player to snipe. He can actually be picked up for about 1.4k, and even less than that sometimes. I think I picked him up for 1.6, but very easy to pick up for cheap because he's not, you know, a hugely used player. I personally don't like defenders who don't have that much pace, so I use more fast defenders. 79 isn't really cutting it for me this year, so I'd use someone like Carl Walker or something like that, or even Valencia. He's really good. So he's not really used very much in squads, which is why I definitely would recommend picking him up as an investment very cheaply on a snipe, even for 1k if you can, because if you can snipe him for 1k, you are never going to make a loss because obviously you can just invest in him and trade him in a couple of weeks and he'll still be worth 1.5. Now I am almost guaranteeing the SBC because they've actually done the SBC for pretty much any event this year. They're kind of milking it a little bit, but I think it's because it removes so many coins off the market for them, so it really is beneficial for them to do, whereas if it was removing a little less off the market, maybe they wouldn't. But they do take a lot of coins out of the market, which is really good in my opinion, just because it gets rid of a huge amount of people who have a huge amount of coins or a huge amount of FIFA points. It gets rid of all of their coins and then evens out the market a little bit. But then also I don't have any coins because of all the SBCs they've done, so I can see both sides of it. Now if you have enjoyed this video today, make sure you drop a like down below. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate it's actually been a longer video than usual, but we have quite a few sniping filters, so make sure you drop a like down below for that. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe because I post daily, and obviously I'm away at the moment, so I would love to see how much we grow while I'm away, and I will see you guys in the next one.